Hi, thanks for joining us today on Envision. One of our favorite topics here on Envision with the superintendent is weather. What a winter we have had.
You know, Dan, it was in January, mid-January, had a meeting with the district administrators and said, knock on wood, but the weather hasn't been an issue this year. I haven't even had to get up and check on it.
Yeah, and you no more than said that.
Oh, it was about the next 2 months.
I think you jinxed us.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I did because I didn't get much sleep the next couple of months.
So between snow and closed roads in some cases because of some flooding, and it really was a different kind of year for us. We always say when we put out a calendar that any days will be made up at the end of the year, but now here we are mid-April. Do you feel safe that we've moved past any weather issues?
You have to go way back to last
year.
Before you realize we can get a really big snowstorm in April 14th in 2018. Was, I think, the biggest snow event of 2018. It certainly impacted the schools. It's brief when you get that spring snow, but it can be heavy and tough to navigate for a day or so.
Right.
But I think we're close.
Yeah. So
I really do.
So we look for that last day, and we will make up days that students have missed, and formal communication to parents to let them know exactly when that'll be. But it really does, of course you're making decisions. If we can have schools safely, you want to have schools to keep kids in routines and that kind of thing. But there are just circumstances that weigh heavy on your mind.
Well, you're exactly right, Deanne. One of the things that I think some people don't think about is I'm not worried about missing that school day because we'll make it up. Mm-hmm. It kind of stinks when you think the end of May or, in years past into June. when you're making those days up. But I'm not worried about, by golly, it's not some ego thing. We have to have school today. It's just, can we have it safely? Mm-hmm. Because if we don't have it, I've never felt the pressure from our board or from our community that we don't make that time up. So we'll make the time up if we miss it. But right now, I think from a student perspective, while we got to make a couple of days up, we still end before Memorial Day. So if we can not have any more full day misses, we're going to be okay. Right.
And this year, again, has been particularly difficult, too, for some areas of our community with flooding. And so we most often think about that being a snow event. But really, in the fall, there could be any number of a storm or something that causes an issue. And so winter is usually our focus, but spring, certainly, there could be those flooding issues and things along the way.
We had a Friday in March where we had a late start. It's rare for us to have a late start, but we did, in communication with the city, saying that we think things will subside if you'll give us a couple of hours. We did that, and honestly, the way that day turned out, we could have canceled school real easily that day. And I don't think I would have got second-guessed too much for canceling it. So certainly we've had snow events that concerned us. We've had bitter cold weather days that have concerned us. And this year we've had a flood event that has impacted at least one day, our ability to start on time.
Right. Well, you never know. That's why they call South Dakota the land of infinite variety. Variety indeed.
Variety is the spice of life.
Okay, we'll go with that. But yes, we're looking to have the last student day on the Friday before Memorial Day. Our teachers will have to come back and finish up their work following.
It stinks. It
Not
does.
but in the grand scheme of things, it's based on student safety and staff safety.
I'd rather have that happen than to have a horrible event happen, because we would have had school on one of those days when we didn't.
Yeah, so we just look at 2019 and think, wow, that was weird. I hope we don't have another one of those in the future, but
what we're really hoping is spring truly has sprung and there's no more winter.
That would be nice. Definitely be nice. Well, let's all cross our fingers for that. Thanks for joining us today on Envision.